You're at the train out there. You're on the east coast of Arkansas. She says you're going to record it, ain't you? I said, nah. So, she said, you've got 17,000 subscribers. Said you should at least explain it to them. So, it's Friday. Took an early break today. You know, done already cut down the big lights up there. Let's taking some shelves down here. I'm gonna move every shelves up there in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. And she said she said you done already took them for a walk in the woods up there in Bell Buckle. We'll just go for a walk down yonder to the we'll go down there to that back fence. You might as well take them a trip taking these shelves down here on the east coast of Arkansas. I said, what? You know, noises of the city. You know, man, it's nice to be in the country. I do miss that train. But I'm gonna haul these shelves up there to Bell Buckle, take them all down. They're you know, I got them somehow through the years. Like that's 3/4 inch plywood right there, about 12 inches deep. You know, 8 foot long. You know, that's worth taking down and moving. But I already quit for today. You know, Friday, early break and all. You know, just call it a leisurely Friday afternoon. But I would like to have that shelf down right there. I really would. We got that in there. We got that board down there after quitting time. You know, I'm not going to clock back in. I'll just call that a freebie, or either put it on tomorrow. You know. So, that other one right there is going to be a little bit tougher. It's not going to be as easy. She said you took them for a walk up there in the woods 2 days in a row, clearing the fence line there in Middle Tennessee. Now here you are back east coast Arkansas. I mean, this has been going on for like 3 or 4 years now. I should look that up and see how long this move's been going on. I would venture, you know, I'm gonna put it right up there in the top 1 or 2 moves on YouTube. I think this is one of the longest moves moving this shop. It's 225 miles gear to belt buckle, and it's going on 3 years, I think. But you know, little by little, I'm not going to take the whole building. I'm just going to take the shelving. Well, that's going to be a tough one right there. I think I done moved that big hammer up yonder. If I had that big hammer, I'd bring it down. Work right there. Really what I had to do, I had some of them sheetrock screws in there holding that shelf up. Remember, you know, they were long, but it was a coarse thread. So, you know, just took that bar there and cut them off. But the problem is I have to do it again now. You know what I mean? It ain't like it had a choice. You know, that shelf was coming out of there one way or the other. That's all I'm going to say about that shelf. But even now, just to make it tough, it's still, that bracket had a screw in it. Man, I forgot about that. Well, went backwards and forwards with that board right there for you young trainees. All I done is bent that little shelf bracket, was screwed on the front of that shelf right there, and it was in such a place that I could move that board backwards and forwards till it broke that little piece of metal and set the shelf free. I can deal with it one-on-one. Just pencil that in on that blank page there in your book. Well, you know, whoever ends up with this shop here in somewhere, ever how this comes about that another person would have this shop, you know, I would like for them to start with bare walls, you know, because this shop here evolved over, you know, 25 to 30 years. Actually 30 some years or more, 40 now. Long time. Very long time. But got them two shelves done, you know, after, let's call it quitting time, you know. Man, you got to have a quitting time. I may take down a couple more there, being I got all of them. I mean, that's it for today. I mean, it ain't but 3 o'clock in the evening. Just saying. I didn't get an early start this morning neither. You know. But today's went along pretty well. I haven't seen the cat. Haven't seen the cat. Yeah, I see the cat's come to visit. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. Yes, a good kitty cat. Yes, a good kitty cat. Yeah. What you been doing? Huh? Yeah? What you been doing? Just kind of bumming around? Yes, a good cat. Yeah. You want something to eat? I'll go get you something. Okay. Cat food there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good kitty cat. I like that cat right there. Yeah, I like that cat right there. That's a good cat right there. I like that cat. That's what I better be doing. I'm gonna get that winch out, I think.